Hey,
I
you
like our
guys.
intro.
Do you?
Actually, just like watched our intro. Watched it.
This is probably for the first time. Hi, you guys.
In a while.
Oh, sorry. How are ya?
Hey, everybody.
Hold on,
Wait,
I'm going
my
in.
chat's not showing up.
No, you got to go back in. Look at all these cool people. Oh my God, this is so nice, you guys. I can't believe you're here. We haven't been live in so long. And I'm so grateful that one person showed up, let alone all of our old friends. This is so nice of you. Thank you, Lavina. It is so great to see you. Thank you for being here. Butterfly kisses. My best friend, Mal. I love you. K-Brace. Oh, to me, I missed you so much. Oh, you love the autumn background. Thank you. That's actually the trail where Rachel Morin went missing. That's where she was found, unfortunately. We always try to do something case related in our background, just in case you didn't know that. LFT.
Unless I pick the background, and
it's one of her paintings or Punxie's
or like
paintings. Hot Coffee Chats. It is great to have you back. How are you? Goodness. How
Sally
kind of you all
Mae.
to be here. Sally Mae. Wheel B sent you. Well, now that's kind of amazing. And thank you for listening to our friend Wheel and coming over to us. We love him. Oh, no, that's okay, Lavina. That's okay. It's our way of honoring our victims and families. It's just kind of a thing that we do just to show respect. It's not exploitation. True Crime Crazy. Hi. It's just something that we do. It's a little like thing. Hi, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I'm so honored that you covered the Dan Markel case, gavel to gavel with a tongue. Okay. Well, we'll be going over. Actually, if we have that hot coffee chats, would one of our amazing mods drop that channel, because we need to promote and we need to see. I need to see all the things. We have so much to catch up on, you guys. We have so much to catch up on. All 3 trials. Wow. Risk. Hi, bud.
Yes.
I'm so happy to see you guys. I actually have not been looking forward to going live. I'm just going to be real honest with everyone. It has not been a pleasure for me to be on YouTube with the silliness. It's been ridiculous. But it's also just been crazy with LFT's schedule and my schedule. And hi, hippie chick. Welcome in. It's been insane. Neither one of us have felt great, and there's just a lot going on. It's a fact. It's not excuses. And frankly, neither one of us were like, it's just, there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of shit that's pissed me. Okay, so I'm saying all the curse words tonight. So shit, fuck, damn. We're gonna say that right off the bat. Get it right out of the way. If you need to leave, you need to leave. Thanks, Mel. I appreciate that.
Well, she's in like prison attire over there, so
I am.
it makes sense.
I'm in my daughter calls it my groutfit. It's my gray outfit. It's like gray sweatshirt, gray sweatpants. It looks like prison wear. Yeah, I'm frustrated. I'm all of the emotions tonight. I'm frustrated. I am grateful. I'm honored. I'm pissed off. I'm fired up. All the things. Some of it is for good reason. Some of it is not for good reason. Some of it we'll be sharing with you. Some of it we will hint at, but can't really say a whole lot at. Some of the topics we're going to discuss tonight is going to be Rachel Morin, her children, Christmas. That's going to be priority number one. Second is going to be, I know LFT likes to talk about Murdoch because that's her baby. And there's been a lot going on there. Back to Rachel really quick. There's LFT has been doing a lot of research and studying on DNA, and she can talk about that as well. I know, I agree. And on top of that, add just the silliness of the drama that goes on and the nastiness that can be YouTube. And it's overwhelming. And I just don't, it turns me away. And I don't know. Give me a good case to cover. Listen, have you been following the Pennington case out of Massachusetts? That's interesting. What? LFT and I are talking about this Hulu show we were watching today. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
I got sucked into it last night and essentially watched the whole thing and was like, if I fall asleep now, I'll get 1 hour of sleep.
People online track the house of the first victim of Rachel's killer. We did that week 2, Risk. That's not new. Like, that's kind of the one in LA. Yeah, we've known about that one. We have that address.
That was a kind of a, I'll say the word this time. Well, at least for me, it was a bitch to find it because they found it before I did. And I was like 2 neighborhoods over, but I was working my way down to that area to find it. But yeah, UNT, I think that's all y'all.
Yeah, that was the one that we were up in the middle of the night talking about. Yeah, Aaron Pennington out of Massachusetts, Hot Coffee. Check out that one. And for some reason, it's not writing it in chat, but see if that one is up your alley. What am I watching on Hulu? Something. What is it called? Good. Something Missing Morgan. Something
is still missing.
Still missing.
Still
Morgan.
Missing Morgan.
Yes. Hi, Riddler.
It's the Morgan Nick story, and I'm not kidding.
Tragic and good.
It's engrossing, and it's a cold case, and it's the way that the new set of investigators have come in. It's in Arkansas, and the way that they're coming in and taking a fresh look at it, like it is so. I think how we all kind of operate, like the thing that we love to do, like when you have all these old files and you're like, okay, there's something in here that's been missed. It's addicting. They're 4 episodes and they're like an hour each, and they are so good.
I'm writing it down now.
Oh yeah, that bridge.
Oh yeah,
the Microsoft execs.
There's so much going on right now. Our friends, I mean, obviously Mal covers so many things, like stay tuned for Idaho with her and Maddie Kingsbury with her. I know that we were talking about doing the Ellen Greenberg case with her because we love to work with other creators on cases, and I love to research, and Mal is such a kick-ass researcher that I long to I love talking to other creators about true crime cases, and they've been actually, when I say they, I mean Teresa from Criminality and Mallory have been super helpful with me trying to organize some thoughts that I have about Rachel Morin. And I have, I will discuss it. I will discuss it. There's a number of things that I'm going to discuss. Are you going to follow that one? I would love to follow along with you. Which one? The Aaron Pennington? Because we will certainly look into, we'll listen, hot coffee chats.
Greenberg and
Or
Greenberg.
Greenberg. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ellen. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I started looking into that one night when we were talking to Mallory, and it totally engrossed me. Let's see. So I'm waiting. I'm kind of stalling because I was hoping Wheel would be here. I hope he's here and just not saying
he's playing probably hall monitor and telling everyone to get to a live right now.
God bless him. Listen, Wheel got caught up in some stuff, and it was out of compassion. It was out of the goodness. I know that there's a lot of misunderstandings out there, but Will is a good friend of ours and will always be. This will always be his home. If he shows up tonight, if he's not busy taking care of Mom, I encourage you all to show him a little love and just throw a heart in when he comes in and just tell him how wonderful he is.
I thought of something that we can update y'all on. Actually, speaking of how good Mallory and Tia and everyone are at researching, y'all don't know this, but a couple weeks ago we were involved in our own true crime case.
Oh, and yes, we were.
And I'm not even remotely joking when I say I lucked out, because I had actually been on a Zoom with, fortunately, Mallory and Tia at the time.
Wheel's and I have
never, they stepped up.
Here.
There he is. There he is. Yeah.
He's my boss man.
But y'all, it was like the true crime worlds collided, and I kind of left me speechless because they jumped on. It was just instantaneous, and it without question. Like, you didn't have to ask. Like, it just, I don't even know how to describe it. I don't how to, and it was just ironic too, because it happened.
We got the band back together. We were on a Zoom, and an incident happened where LFT lives. And I had to call, while she was still on Zoom, I had to call the authorities. She had to get people to safety. And in the meantime, while she's getting people to safety, Mal and I started researching the perpetrator. So by the time LFT and company got home that night, we had everything on this guy. We had court dates, name, address, phone number, all the things.
And it's no joke when you don't know what's necessarily going on with your neighbors or something, and it can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
And it
can. Mugshots.
Actually,
lots of mugshots.
I was about to say, the one thing that I'll tell y'all that happened to me, and without getting all into it, but like, I can honest to God say I've seen it on Dateline before, but I've never had it happen to me in this kind of way. And I've had to talk through it with Tia and Mallory, because it was the thing that gutted me, is that the way that I kind of realized what was truly going on in that moment was that it was hilarious. It was kind of like we were in a conversation, but I handed her my phone because I was like, she's like, oh my God, I don't know if you have my new number. Kind of, we were just kind of chatting, and my neighbor hands my phone back to me, and
there was a message.
There was a message in the note section that asking me, please don't leave me. And I realized then, I was like, this is no joke. She
was in trouble. And yes. And the reason, let me jump in here and say this. The reason that Mallory Malicious Intent is so passionate about it is Maddie Kingsbury.
Mhm.
And it was also DV month. And it
Mhm.
all happened because LFT had to run out at 11:30 at night to get something, and I was like, "No, you're not. You're not going out there. That's a terrible idea." And thank God, thank God that she went out. Thank God that she was
Mhm.
smart and said, "No, I really need to go," because there was something in her saying she needed to go, and she no sooner walked out the door and
It happened immediately.
yeah, she was able to help. She was able to help. And I mean, it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And prayers and love go out to families that live by LFT. Oh, scratch offs. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Because I was like, because out of the like, because all of a sudden, I guess Mal does them, and then I was like, I want to do it, and I went to the gas station one night and had totally forgotten. And then Tio that night that we were on, she goes, "Oh, by the way, look what I got," and she showed like all these scratch offs, and I was like, well, if y'all are doing it, then I want to like,
Yeah.
don't that, then
Needless to say,
that's
we
it.
never got scratch offs, but we did get to
Nope.
help someone and a few someones, and they're doing great. And
Hmm.
perpetrator, not so much, but whatevs. I do
But we
remember
got
Jose.
security systems.
I do have a security. Yeah, I made LFT get a security system. That was. There's also no late night goings out anymore until I get there. Um, but yes, Jose Baez, Casey Anthony's lawyer, the one that got her. Well, I'd like to say got her off, but I mean that is the rumor. Ooh, winky,
well,
winky.
well played.
Unintentional, unintentional
Hmm.
pun. So okay, let's get into Rachel's case really quick first, because this is one
Yes.
I'm super passionate about, and the people that are listening need to go to bed. You know who you are. We love you the most, and we honor you, and we need you to get some rest. Um, Rachel Morin, 37 years old, out of Bel Air, Maryland, disappeared on August 5th and was found on the Ma and Pa Trail where she went for a run um, on August 6th around 1 in the afternoon. You guys may remember we had Black Hawk on, Johnny Black Hawk, and his stepdaughter was the one that discovered Rachel. Now, a lot has gone on since then. We have been able to work with some insiders in places that we never expected, and we have done a timeline. Come to find out, the timeline is the one given is total BS, first and foremost, and that's all I'm going to say. It doesn't even apply. And the reason it doesn't apply is because we've gone back to the drawing board several times. We have, uh, oh my goodness, I'm going to say 10 or 11 incarnations of that spreadsheet of that timeline that have been done and redone. And now
Hmm.
it's got to, as of yesterday, has to be redone again because we've got more information. Um, but in all reality, going by what Pat Brown, FBI, retired FBI profiler, says, and a number of others, this was a random attack on the Ma and Pa Trail. So the timeline of things is difficult because, according to the professionals and what they think, this guy was lying in wait. And it was just a matter of who was going to be his victim. And unfortunately, we think that he probably said something and she probably turned him down or blew him off, whatever that set him off. And he did awful, horrible things. Hi, Aussie. Thanks for coming in. It was so great to see your live the other day. I loved it. Um, so Rachel's timeline is not something that we are going to share with anybody um
until law enforcement wants to put out theirs first.
well, theirs is I can't. Let's just say that much like Murdoch, we wound up with more information. But it doesn't really make a hill of beans right now. When I tell you that that's the thing that frustrates me and angers me about Rachel's case, it, it pisses me off. I'm going to be real. We're just going to talk. Let's just talk. Okay, so I'm pissed off at the Harford County Sheriff. I'm pissed off because I have supported and been behind and said, come on, like we all need to support. We need to, back the blue, and they're doing the best they can. And yet I'm sure that they are. And I don't question their ability. What I question is the information and how they're delivering it to the family, the people who need to know. That pisses me off. Either they're not giving information or they're giving it through the media where the family should not be finding out things. So Sheriff Gaylor, get your shit together. Once again, I have to say this out loud. Let's be respectful. I know you have a job to do, but these families are grieving, and I need to turn my phone off. And information is needed in order to help them. And also, I'm not going to talk about that, but please understand that we need to keep Rachel Morin, her name out there. We need to keep the pressure going out there. And because we haven't gone live doesn't mean that we haven't been working, because we have. I've been waiting I'm excited about something tonight. And it is this. And I'm going to show you this. This right here. This is the link. This is the link to Rachel Morin's children's list for things that they would like for Christmas or gifts or whatever. We were able to coax, beg, do what we had to do so that these kids can have a nice Christmas. So there's 5 kids. 3 of them have their list. We're still waiting for the 2. That list is being worked on, and those children will be on this list shortly. We're not asking you to donate to us, and we're not asking you to donate money to us. What I want is everybody just to go dive into these lists and do what we do. I'll be 100%, and I am not sad fishing, and I am not begging you for money in any way, shape, or form. I swear on a stack of holy Bibles right now, I am not. This channel has not made money in many months, and I am okay with it. We're not here to make money. We are here to help. And I would rather not make any money on this channel and have things fulfilled on this list all day, every day. All day, every day. So I'm
Aussie, that would be amazing.
I know. Wheel B was super instrumental in saying, yes, oh my God, Aussie, please, anybody and everybody, I want this list shared out. Please and thank you. Thank you. I want this list shared out. Please. There are 5 children. One of them is autistic. Yes, we are going to make a community post. Yes. It's a guess. We are. I wanted to announce it first. I wanted to talk about it first because I don't want it to look like we're out dry begging. But I don't give a shit because I am dry begging. I'm asking you to please do something nice for this family so that it takes a little burden off of the elders of the family because they're struggling.
And
Everybody is struggling. Everybody.
it's just to
Um,
keep a sense of normalcy for the
yeah,
kids,
and put a
and
smile on a kid's face who lost their mom tragically over 3
and
months
their
ago.
whole lives have been in flux since then because
Yeah,
you don't know how it goes. I mean, there's no, you're uprooted, you're relocated, your entire dynamics have changed, and the least we can do is assist in
yeah.
ringing our own little salvation bell and be like, this, we would love to help this family this holiday season. Because I
They're
mean, I
so
told Tia,
deserving.
I was like, God, screw, like, I hate to say that, screw the holiday season. They've got a whole nother, like, this next year of
There.
life. Like, it's
Yeah.
school, it's summer programs, it's clothes, it's, you
Kids
know,
need
it.
shoes. You're going to
Mhm.
see shoes on there. You're going to see pants. You're going to see undies. You're going to see all the things. Don't get weirded out. Order it, please. It's needed. It's not.
And the kids have contributed to it. Like, these are,
This is something that they've had a say in, and they haven't had a say in a lot of things when it comes to their mom. They haven't had a lot of say, as you can probably imagine. Um, so I'm kindly requesting our community, any other creator who would like to join in. This is not a Decipher thing. This is a human thing. This is because this is what we need to do. These kids are our kids. And Rachel is my community member. She's my person. Um, and I take this personally. And I am so looking forward to making these kids happy. Um, so please check out the links. I think they're Amazon links, and the addresses, everything's being taken care of. It's private. Um, the stuff on there is needed. Okay, we're talking about girls, teenage girls and boys, and it's the right thing to do. And you know what? Oh, um,
mhm.
there's a lot of things that I can say, but I can't think of kids who are more deserving than these kids. We've gotten to know some behind the scenes things and the things that the kids have done for their mom. Hi Shifty. I'm sending you so much love too. Shifty Fish. She is my good friend. Go support Shift happens at her channel too. She is she's doing good things over there. And she is a very good friend to me. Um, and to LFT. And I just love her. So please go support my friend Shift. But as far as Rachel goes, I'm taking this all personally because this is a community member of mine, and I can see. I I will not. I won't meet the children. I won't see the children. Um, that's not my business. My business is to do this all behind the scenes. And actually, it was Shift that I was talking to that said that she had done this before, and she called it fairy gifts. And just every once in a while, some gifts would show up to a family, and they didn't know initially. And it was just a cool thing, and it made her feel really good. And like I said, Wheel was really behind this, um, and the driving force. So thank you, Mr. Wheelby, and thank you to anybody and everybody who decides to help these kids out. These kids do need to know, you're absolutely right. They need to know that there's good in the world. And they don't need to know that it's from us. It just needs to happen. Oh, thanks, True Crime Crazy. I there's a lot of stories that I've gotten to hear about these amazing children and what they've had to deal with and how they're processing. And some of the things I can't even imagine as an adult dealing with. And these kids have handled with grace and humility and uh, better than adults. Better than adults. And the adults in the family. Hi, Delana. I owe you a message, and I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for coming in. So I'm going to probably not post comments tonight because I really want this to stay up. And we're just going to keep posting this throughout the chat tonight. If you want to click on it, please feel free. Sorry,
hey, baby
I got
love.
emotional. Hey, baby love. I got emotional there, and I apologize. Y'all know how I get. I get passionate about this, and God, just making kids happy is the best. It really is. Guys, this is a nightmare, and I'm trying to fix it. But when I look at my phone, to give up on fixing it and deal with the phone. Sorry, guys. We'll do what you got to do.
It's a North Carolina thing, Will. By the way, everything he said, I'm going, that's my line.
Yeah.
You're going to make it look like when it happens to me. Actually, no, I'm really, in a weird way, glad this is happening. It just shows proof, like, it's a legit thing here. Our technology.
Hi, Johnny.
Is superb.
Yeah. Hi, Johnny. No, Aussie, thank you for tuning in. I mean, we just appreciate you guys being here and hearing us out. We really, really, really do. If you can help the family, it would mean the world to us. More so, it'll mean the world to the kids. So screw Decipher. Don't even worry about Decipher. Just make some kids happy. So what else?
I shared the link in the chat from the law firm for the recent campaign, the door-to-door stuff that was released.
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you want to click the link in chat? It's in there, but basically they are picking up the presence. Okay, well, I'll do it in a minute. But it's that link up there. Okay, but basically, I think, remember, this is a bit of a balancing act too that I'm trying to keep in mind, because not only working the Maryland side of it, but it's connected to the LA side. And so it kind of, I guess a lot of it originates there in terms of the suspect. So the family attorney and the family have been working on making tons of efforts, because the biggest thing is just to keep this, like, I mean, people vie for attention every day. Like and the biggest thing that they want to do is make sure that they keep their efforts ongoing, and that they keep Rachel's story out there. And so I believe they've partnered with the Postal Service out in California, and they're delivering, I think it's like it's a certain radius neighborhood area, but delivering flyers. I think it's going to reach over 50,000. They're distributing more than 100,000 flyers in English and Spanish with the information about the suspect, the images, stills from the video footage that they have, because, like they say, someone out there has to recognize this person. Like, you've got to get real. So they just announced it. This is I just wanted to share the link in chat, and for y'all to be aware of that's what's going on. I know they've been doing a ton of canvassing, and definitely in Maryland, trying to work with like the Hispanic communities that were unaware of even what was
Mm-hmm.
going on, and potentially be a vital link, or like, be a great resource in terms of spreading the word, or does anyone know this person, in Maryland, but they're also doing it in California. And so this is like a nationwide thing. We're going from literally one side of the
Yes.
country to the other.
We're canvassing the
And
entire U.S. coast to coast here.
yeah,
And Randolph Rice at Rice, Murdaugh, and Pesaurus, attorneys at law in Maryland. If you need a good attorney in Maryland, they're really helping the family out a great deal. Sorry, LFG.
yeah. No, but they do all the updates on their blog portion of their website. So, but I added the direct link to the latest of the campaign efforts that they're doing, because things. I mean, I don't know of any big significant updates that I could go on, because I think things are kind of hush hush right now, and you're not really sure what's being done in terms on the law enforcement side, for whatever reason. They're not
Mm-hmm.
sharing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Which
not like it's
LFT and I
forgotten.
we've been talking back and forth about that. Sometimes when you don't hear from law enforcement, it's good news because they're working. And sometimes it's not so good news. I would like to know which it is. Just give us a hint.
I'm not
Okay,
sure
don't
what I
give us a
think.
hint.
Right.
Give the family a hint. How about that? Aaron, welcome in. Thank you for being here. And I haven't seen you in forever, my Kezi chick. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're here.
I bet Will B's computer's working just fine. He's still roaming the halls telling people get to class, calling
He's
them
doing a
out.
great job. He's doing a
He's doing a
great
great
job.
job.
He's
He's
amazing.
like that, like your favorite teacher in high school that's like roaming the halls. It's like, yeah, but get your ass to class. Like, I
Yeah,
know, big game, all the school. Yeah, you're scud, but go to class.
Wheel's been an amazing supporter of the true crime community and especially our channel. And it's just, like I said, he's been instrumental in the Rachel Morin Christmas for the kids. It's really a year-long thing. We're just going to be
Yeah.
doing it around the clock here. We're not stopping at Christmas. Let's put it that way. There's birthdays, there's Easter, there's all kinds of holidays in between.
You're
Yes,
going to be
Wheelby is a
buying new
hall
school
monitor.
supplies.
Yes.
School supplies all over again before you know it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Actually, that's a really good point. Thank you for bringing that up because school supplies, as a as a mom, if you know, you know. But in January when the school supplies all run out that you bought in September, keep that in mind too, because sometimes, some pencils and notebook paper and that kind of stuff is helpful too. But I did notice when I looked, there was a lot of books. So we have some good readers, and it looks like we have some true crime fans in the family there. So I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, Kaz, you're getting lunch. Okay. Enjoy. Enjoy, enjoy. Also regarding Rachel, there is a $30,000 reward for information for information of the arrest of the individual who committed the crime against her, the several crimes against her. So, if you happen to know any information on Rachel, her perpetrator, to get him, put that monster in a cage, please feel free to call law enforcement, the Harford County Sheriff's Office. I believe it's 410-836-7788, I think. I will double check that.
I got it.
Is that what it is? That the number? I'm pretty sure that's the number.
Hold on. Through all my different. I just opened the notes section, so we're scrolling. And it's like Murdoch, Rachel. Hold on, I got it.
Wheel was in here. He's having some issues on his phone, but I think he's listening. I hope he's still listening. We love you. Let's see. What else? Morin, timeline. We're actually going to talk. Before I play Pat Brown's if somebody can drop the Rachel Morin episode on Pat Brown's podcast, where she talks about Rachel's perpetrator, I would like that to be shared as well. I'm going to write a little note to Ms. Brown before she strikes me, basically, and ask if we can do some commentary over her video. I think it's a great video to share. I think it's important. I would really like to, but I would like to. Okay, Hot Coffee Chats. Hey, email us and let us know what case you're working on so that we can get with you and follow up with you too, because I'd love to. And thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Totally forgot where I was. What was I talking about?
I don't know. I'm typing. Hold on. I can't type and talk because I was saying.
Okay, awesome. I'm glad. Totally lost my train of thought completely. I don't even know where I was going. Somebody remind me if you're listening.
We'll be the hall monitor. What the hell were we just talking about? I really
Pat
don't
Brown.
know what
Thank
you just said.
God almighty. Thank you, Pat Brown. So I want to send her a quick email to request use of her video, which I'm sure she won't have a problem with as long as we make sure that we're giving credit where credit is due. But I'd like to go over that video with everybody this week. Yeah, I don't want anybody to please don't strike me. We're not that big. We're just trying to do good things over here. So yeah, we're going to talk about this week. We're going to talk about Pat Brown's video on Rachel Morin. I thought it was great. She's working with the family to help them and help law enforcement provide a good profile on this guy, this pig, this monster, this piece of shit.
I'll get it in 1 second.
Yeah, that's
Selena,
fine.
it's the Pat Brown. I think
Pat Brown, Rachel Morin episode. So we got that. There was something else I was going to talk about with Rachel too. The kids link is up there.
And we'll do the community post. Everyone's welcome to.
Yeah, and share this live too.
Oh my gosh, what else was there?
To get the link out there. Hey, Heather Brad. Yes, we are we're just kind of catching up. There's Morin. Well, let's talk about the 3 M's. We got Morin, we got Menendez, and we got Murdoch all on the docket.
And we have Morgan.
And we have Morgan. Yes, we have Morgan as well. Rachel, let's see. What else? Oh, DNA. You want to talk about the DNA that you've been learning about as well? What? I think that's important. Is there any more about the DNA, like the genealogy stuff?
Mine just cut out, probably.
Yeah, it did. I'm just going to talk to myself till she comes back. Can you hear us? And Markel, yes.
I haven't watched the latest from today, from after the verdict and all that stuff. So I'm going to have to go watch everyone out in court TVs.
We went through the M drawer.
Yeah. We're pretty OCD with some things.
Mm-hmm. Riddler, thank you for popping in. We appreciate you. Good night. Have a great week. Also, hey, guess what, you guys? Guess what? This is so exciting. It's not going to happen this week, but next week, guess where I'm going to be? Do you guys want a road trip?
Am I allowed to answer?
Yep.
She'll be here.
What?
She'll be here.
Yep, we're road tripping. We are road tripping. So maybe I'll go live from the road on the way. Yes, we're going to go visit LFT. Mm-hmm. I have a key and everything. She can even lock me out and I can get back in.
Not if I lock the not if I lock the storm door. I don't even have a key to that thing, I don't think.
Well,
let's talk about ducts.
It might be screwed there. Yeah. So maybe we'll do a live on the
I
way
don't know.
out.
Maybe we should test. I should see if the door for my key for my front door, if that actually works on the storm door. I've never tried it,
All
but I
these
like it
years
at nighttime.
at nighttime with my
At
sunglasses on
nighttime.
at nighttime.
Hey, Pepper. I know.
Hi.
Oh,
So,
thank you, Delana. Thank you.
oh, thank you very much. Yes. So we do want to talk about Pat Brown, and we want to talk about all the things Rachel Morin. And are there anything? Are there anything? Is there any? See what happens? You get me off track. Is there anything that you guys have questions on or would like to see with Rachel Morin? Um, we can do tours and things like that, where things are, how far things are apart. We've done, I want to be respectful. We're not going to show homes or anything like that. So, but if you want to see the town, perhaps, we can do something like that and show you guys around a little bit. You got to get a little feel for what it's like where she is. The keys for emergencies, right? Well, we have a lot of those around here. We have emergencies around here.
Yeah,
You just
the
never
keys
know
for
when you have to throw your
emergencies.
keys on.
Yeah, she can have a key, and yet uh, would remove her in a heartbeat from like your emergency contact, because anyone that says that they'll answer anytime, day or night, don't believe them, because that's not really what happened when
What
people
happens?
take cold medicine and go to sleep and my
Is
calls go unanswered. That's
is
why my emergency
Kez?
contact is 1-800-Flowers, because you always get a recording.
Hold on a second.
Just so you know.
Why is
I don't know.
Kez? I got to switch over. I don't know why Kez isn't a mod. That's so weird. I never listen. I pull wrenches like nobody's business, and I don't give a shit about them. To be fair, but your wrench should never left. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let
Actually,
me let me
I
fix
agree,
that.
Mallory, too. Like, Tia needs to like drive into like so you can see where she parked, go down the street so y'all can see her coming down Williams Drive, turning in. You're gonna have to
You
get
want to
a
see as much as
solid
possible. Okay,
yeah. You're gonna have to
okay.
either get like a selfie stick or a GoPro.
I have a selfie stick, and I have a stable. Like the stable. I have all the things, and I have all the things for driving. Um, hold on.
I can't play when other people are in the chat. This is where my ADD kicks in, and I just start giggling. She's like, I think my wrench got lost in the mail. Shut up, K Braze. I said I wanted a drone. When did we look for a drone? And I was like, can I get us a drone? And she was like, are you what? No.
Oh, because okay. Well, here's the thing. The thing is, she wanted to do some illegal stuff with the drone, and I was like, "We're going to jail if we get a drone because there's certain things that you can't do." You placed an order, Aussie? Are you serious? No, Delana, I would never pull your wrench. Never in a million years. Never, 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 never,
She
never.
pulled mine before she pulled yours.
True story.
Even I know that. I can
Yeah,
say it
never.
confidently. I can say it.
Mm-mm.
I,
There,
I'd be less surprised if mine was gone one day.
there are people that I have had modded since day one on here that will never get unmodded. They will always have a wrench. And then there's other people that I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, hell no, Mallory. You will come find me. You get to be a wrench. You get to be a wrench. Everybody's a wrench. It's like in Legion over here. It's all blue. Who cares? Sorry, just
Don't
kidding.
ever. No, you just lost talking privileges for 5 minutes. I'll handle it from this point forward.
I've not
What?
heard from Brandy J. How is Brandy J? Gosh, I wonder how she's doing. Well, no, see, Brat, this is what happens. This is what happens when you start running your trap. You have to work then. Hold on. I just missed. Yeah. All right.
Wait,
Let's just. Just do it all.
Johnny,
Do
did
all
you
the
really
things.
get blocked?
Who? Did who get blocked?
Wait, I can see Johnny. Wait, he's not blocked. Are you
Oh,
following the
Delana
chat?
didn't block you. We can see you. You silly boy. You are not
Turn
blocked.
down your guitar so you can see the screen.
I know. I love his streams. His streams are so chill. I love it.
Oh.
Let's see. What else? What else? What else? So thank you, True Crime Aussie True Crime. Super kind of you. I just like I said, thank you very, very much. And future thank yous to anybody who decides to order something for these kids. How about we talk about your favorite Murdoch? Should we run down Murdoch really quick and just?
I was about to be like, oh, we're doing like an afternoon panel and going through. You want to go through all these documents because they are a crazy ass read. I mean, I'm intrigued by it because it just baffles my mind. But I don't want to say but so much yet because I haven't even read through all of Becky's stuff from today. Like I haven't even. I'm still finishing up the 265 pages from. Wait, that was the defense second part. So I think I'm still in the defense's second part, and then I have portions of the state's response
today, though.
Yeah, and I've got the PDF up, and I'm looking at it, and I want to print it. This is like where I want to sit down this is where I was like, actually, I almost want to save it to like when you're here. So we could sit down and go through it all. But at the same time, I was like, literally one afternoon, if I'm reading through it, I'm just going to hit go live and be like, I'm looking at this, and who else wants to look at it? Because
amen, Delana. That family has more bodies than the morgue. Ain't it true?
Lord, I have to say, I don't disagree with Newman not presiding over this anything. I think that
I agree.
I think that it just makes sense, and I think he knows it too. And his character, like that's just he gets. I don't know. I still like Judge Newman. It's going to take a whole lot to convince me not to like him or to think he's like one-sided in any sense of the word.
Thanks for being a member for 8 months. Jeez Louise, how cool is that? We've been monetized for that long. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you. We've missed you too. Welcome home, Kez.
And I do want to read up on the Markel stuff. But I'm going to Demi's for that. And hot chocolate or hot coffee. Oh my God, hot
chocolate?
You know what? Same thing in my head. Just so like the avatar and everything stayed the same in my head. I just repeated the wrong name.
Just said the wrong thing. Yeah.
But I do want to touch on it because I mean, if y'all have thoughts, let me know. But I'm still in the process of reading through everything because I'm kind of anal retentive when it comes to that kind of stuff. Wilby's back.
I know. I'm so happy. So what are your thoughts on the Murdoch stuff? Do you think there's don't apologize, Wheel. Boss man. Do you think they're going to get an appeal? Let me just start there.
I think when's the hearing for have they set the date yet to go over the?
Well, I think oh God.
See, I don't want to say yet.
December 22nd, which is my husband's birthday. And if it's not Murdoch, then it's somebody else's trial is that day.
I'm kind of like, I'm not in a way, I'm not going to be surprised. God, I mean, to be really honest, like, I'd probably be less shocked if like a clown walked out of the woods right now and invited me into it. Like I would be that would be, that was,
I
I don't
know.
like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to think because I think, um,
Oh, Johnny bringing in the coffee and the hot chocolate.
how
Love
am I,
it.
where am I going with this thought? God, it's contagious. You just passed it
I
to me.
know.
Like, I have no
Are
words.
you? Do you
I,
think there's going to be an appeal? You don't.
I mean, I think they're doing the right thing by doing the review. Like, they got granted the stay,
Mhm.
so they can file this and go through those next steps. I do think that's if I it's like that needs to happen. I don't disagree with that. Um, do I like it? Nope. um,
See,
but does it
Murdoch
need to?
is like Watts to me now. I can't stand it. I loved it. I was obsessed with it, but now I can't stand it. And LFT has been keeping up on it. This was her baby, so that's why I feel like we need to still stay up on it. I can't. I don't know
I
that I
do,
can emotionally handle another Alec Murdoch trial. I don't think I can, but I can handle um Mutt and Jeff up there talking their bullshit,
but
until they get denied.
and so like T is like it's done. He's been convicted, and she's right, and everyone else who tells me it's right. But I still stand by what I say. Like that is true, but the process isn't over. Like, and we knew it wasn't going to be over because we knew they were going to appeal it. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. So I'm still interested because of it. Like, mm,
I know
I don't
because
know.
that's the one that you captured, and you did a great job on it, and I'm still interested through you because you find it so fascinating. Oh, the prison pictures were awful, awful. But I like hearing it through your lens
Mhm.
because you're so passionate about it, you can deliver it in a way that I appreciate it. I am
I
not.
did. I have something I forgot to tell you.
Hmm.
I had to like put the brakes on hardcore. The other day, I caught myself. I almost had like a Tia Dash moment in a Facebook group
Uh-oh.
where I was like, "Oh my God, y'all are idiots!" Like, because someone was something about they're like, it still doesn't make sense about Maggie's phone that night and the steps and all this, and I was like, "Oh my God, yes, it does. I
Makes
explained
total sense.
this."
Yep.
Like, I went and then I was like, "Oh my God, do not even type." And I was like, I
Mhm.
X'd out of Facebook so fast, but I literally was like, are we kidding?" Because
Do
I
you know
stand
that
by that
you
one.
were gonna be so proud? I've not been in any Rachel Morin groups to fight with people in many weeks. Back it up, Terry.
Like,
Back it up, Terry.
talk
Delete it.
about talk about analyzing a video.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm going,
Terry!
Terry, Terry's
My
like,
god,
what?
Terry. Um,
Oh God, that was
I know.
funny. Oh God.
That's how I feel about Murdoch, though. Watts is like, ugh. I actually just said to LFT the other day, I got to clean out my office closet. And Terry, what you doing?
What you doing? That's exactly it. And he's like, I don't know. I love Terry never responds. He just drives away. He
I
motored
said, I think I
away.
have to get rid of my binders for Watts, and she was like, you can't. Like, you can't. I don't think that you're allowed. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we keep them.
You can put him in a bottom drawer. I did.
I have them in a box in my closet. I just need to organize things. I have Watts. I have like all the cases. All have their own. It looks like an evidence locker in my office closet. It's like this box is Watts. This box, actually, I think there's three boxes of Watts, three boxes of Murdoch. Harry Milligan has several boxes. It's a lot in
Um,
there, you guys. Like I would show you, but it's embarrassing.
See,
It's
that's
like,
funny. I was like, mine are in like the bottom drawer of like literally the dresser in the guest bedroom. That whole bottom thing is all. And then I got lazy and I just started putting like I've got like a plastic bag and then everything's like butterfly clipped together and stuff. And then there's like a sticky note taped to it. It's like Summer Wells, and then one says like
yeah,
Watts.
yeah.
Like I just started putting them in
Pepper.
like.
Me
Mm-hmm.
too. Every time we say chicken, it's a chicken. Uh, my My son
But
is
but I think that's how we say it. Like it's a chicken,
Mhm.
like chicken,
He's
like
a
that.
chicken.
It sounded like it stuck out to me too. But also at the same time, I bet if I repeated it, it probably would have sounded the same thing.
Oh my god. We still call it chicken. Chicken. Now I'm trying to
I'm
quote
trying.
everybody. That's whack.
No, I'm. Anyone?
Whack.
Have y'all not forgotten? Like we had what was it? Dookie shoes and stinky
That was
legs
you should have gone to the game, Chris.
yeah,
Dookie shoes is
and
usually funny. Mhm.
bus bus should get on the talkie talkie.
That was the best. I laughed my butt off that night. Um, let's see. So I'm
What
sorry.
was the
So
others?
Murdoch, anything else? Ms. Becky say anything?
I haven't read her whole response yet. I know today was or today or yesterday is the first time she's finally like she
Oh,
on
Crystal
behalf of she
Rogers.
herself and her representation. Yes, she's finally responding, but I'm
Paw
not lying. I
Mags.
Paul Max, but I'm not gonna lie. I took a pretty long nap today because I watched that Morgan is missing thing last night and got sucked into that and literally watched the whole thing. And I think I fell asleep at one point, but I woke up and it was still playing. So I
Do you
haven't
know
read
the
Becky's stuff
Crystal
today.
Rogers case? I'm not familiar, so I need to learn. I have to learn from Delana.
Yeah, with the and then her dad was killed
Oh.
when
Yes.
mm-hmm,
Okay. Yeah.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
right?
Yes, that is a I haven't been on for so long. Young woman who was no, we're still waiting. Kez. We're still hoping and praying.
And as far as we
Um
know, though, there's no signs that at least that they've released anywhere, that he's reoffended since Rachel's.
no. Well, I'm sure that's a whole thing to me. And I was gonna skip over this, but I kind of want to talk this through with you guys because, and we're just gonna speculate and rumor mill. Okay, speculation and rumor says that this offender in the Rachel Morn case in LA SA'd an underage person. Okay, that's the rumor. Now, is that fact? Nope, don't know. That's the rumor. What has me all screwed up and things, this is where I go haywire in my research, where LFT has been doing the genealogy and the DNA and all the things. I mean, when I tell you she's deep dive, like it's redonkulous. Where I go in is criminal behavior. And this guy assaulted, whatever that means. And I don't mean to take that lightly. Like, I'm not trying to be a dick at all. I'm just using air quotes because I have feelings.
Sorry, I was about to sneeze. That was not me laughing. I'm trying to hold in the sneeze. I wasn't
Oh, God
muted.
bless you.
Sorry.
I bless you. He assaulted a minor that we know of. And then he assaulted Rachel and murdered her. Very extremely violently. And the way that he walks out of this house in LA, and of course, we will close down tonight's live with that video. He walks out very arrogantly, very cocky. He's got it all under control. I have so many theories and questions on this individual that I cannot wait for him. And this is the one, like this one's going to trial. He's going to be, this monster is going to be caught and he's going to be at trial. But I want to understand how you can offend a child and a 37-year-old woman. How creepy do you have to be? So I'm going down. That's where I'm going down. That's the rabbit hole I'm going down. And Teresa and Mallory have been really helpful with me trying to steer me in the right direction and help me educate myself with their knowledge. Both of them are brilliant, in case you didn't know that. One's psychology and the other one's criminology. And so I use them both to my advantage. And I literally told Teresa last week that I'm using her college degree on that for my benefit. So I feel like I owe her money now. But she's brilliant when it comes to this, and so is Mal. And they've both been really helpful in helping me understand because I can't. That doesn't compute in my head. And the reason I'm saying this is because it's leading to Morgan. And the first scene in the show with Morgan is the sheriff saying that these types of offenders are separated in this Arkansas prison because they can't be in general population because there's politics.
They don't change.
Yeah.
And they don't change.
They don't change. And the one thing that he was saying was that anybody that assaults a child, like it's just there's just no reason. There's just no good reason. There's no reason at all. It doesn't make sense. It's sick. It's disgusting. And which leads me back to Rachel Morin. I need to understand his mind and how that works. Is it I'm trying to be very careful in saying this. Power and control.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of like what I said right when I got back home tonight when I was walking back inside, that I said it was like, again, everything I'm watching too, like I tie it to, I'm not kidding, like it ties to like Rachel Morin trying, find someone that's just, you've got all these hints and leads, but we don't have the answer. But it's so annoying. But what they were saying about this perpetrator in that Morgan Nick case from 1995, that 6-year-old who was at a little league game and just literally in a matter of moments with steps behind the like she stopped to tie her shoe to get the sand out of her shoes, and they grabbed her in a second and drove off. But what we realized is, or what the newest investigation has picked up on, is like the perpetrator that they believe that they are following, or this vehicle that they believe is the perpetrator, it wasn't that first thing of the night. Like there were stops along the way. And so it was kind of like, it makes you think like, did they get to the point where they'll just take whatever they can get kind of deal? Is that like, who's to say? Because what did they say? They're like, okay, this typical offender, one of a potential suspect for this Morgan Nick case could be this Vines guy, and he attacked people from like 14 to 80 years old. I mean, like, and so they were like, but what's to say? What's going to stop him from going to 14 to 6? Yeah, to go to 6. And like, if they're operating, if we know that they're active and operating in the area at that time, what's to say by the end of that night?
Yeah, Dahmer with Adam Walsh.
And so it's kind of the same thing. So I wonder too. It made me think of the Rachel stuff. Like, maybe things didn't work out like that day, and he went for the next. Like he went for the opportunity. Like I don't know if it's just like. I don't know if he tried to do it earlier in the day. No one's ever come forward. No one's had an awkward run-in with him. No one's come forward to say this person. Actually, you know what? Someone similar to that was kind of. I felt like I saw him at the. There's nothing that's. No one's come forward to say that, but who's to say that that didn't happen, and that you get to the point where it's like literally your options are running out, and you're willing to take whatever you can get. Even though that 6 years old is not 14, where the youngest victim has typically been around the 14 years of age. But if you couldn't get that night,
you take what
and
you
he found
can
a 6-year-old, you take what you can get.
And I think, Aaron, I respectfully disagree. And the reason I respectfully disagree is the link is him. He is the link between the two. And he is the one person that had a fondness, shall we say, for both this quote unquote underage person and for Rachel. He's my link. So I need to know why. And I keep saying that, and the one thing that Teresa, LFT, and Mallory keep saying to me is, you don't have to know why. There may not be a why. It may be because of it's a random attack. And this is what I'm trying to swallow here, is that if it's a random attack, then there is no, it is about power. It is about, the power is the thing that gets him off. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily the act itself, but it's about overpowering. That's what Mallory was trying to teach me. And
Is he so powerful that his family's scared of him and doesn't even want to turn him in?
maybe he's, I mean, he certainly walks around like he's king shit on a high horse. And I think he smells, and I can't wait for him to be, I cannot wait for him to be in a cage. I cannot wait.
I just want to see him sweat behind it, like in an interrogation room. I'd give
Oh,
$1,000 to see that. Like at this point,
I want justice. So the question is, how is he the link? Okay. And I just wonder why the two different scenarios. Aaron, that's exactly me too. That's why the two different scenarios is, that's exactly where my head is. And
we're not aware of anything happening between March 26th and August 5th in terms of him that we know of, or that people reported and that his DNA is tied to. So we don't know if things happened between March and August.
Rachel Morin's Killer Pepper.
Yeah, sorry. So because the LA event with the minor was March 26th, and then August 5th was in Maryland.
And here's the thing, and I am saying speculation and rumor, which you all know how I feel about speculation. I hate it. But there have been hints dropped. And I've been avoiding talking about it, but there's Sheriff Gaylor has said things. My gut tells me he is in Rachel's area. The California thing, I think, was an opportunity hard to explain. I don't disagree with you there. I don't disagree with you there. My thing is, I wonder if he lived with his mom in LA, and maybe there's like a grandparent or an elderly older aunt here. That's kind of where I think, but I mean, again, speculation, because we don't have anything else to go on. Yes, we're going to show that. No, that's exactly right, Pepper. We're going to show that in just a few minutes.
And that's the one that no one can identify. I mean,
so weird.
I feel like I've even seen people that I can now see, like, he looks kind of similar, just because I'm aware of it. Like, I don't understand how. I don't get it, and that's where I'm like, what's his power, or what is this MacGyver ability of his to literally? I thought Cavalcante. I was like, hire him by the time they found him, because he just outsmarted all of us, and we should probably use him as a resource. Like, put him behind bars, but pick his brain. Once we find this guy, you better pick the F out of his brain and get the real story, because it's a damn shame that shit like this happens and people just disappear. Whether you're the suspect or the victim, it shouldn't happen.
No, I agree.
It shouldn't happen.
I'm going to play this while we're talking. I just won't play the sound. Maybe I could add it. Add.
I don't know if there's. And we do know that it was a younger gentleman that's shutting the door. That's been said. I believe News Nation, even with Rice, when they've talked about it, like on News Nation and
there we go.
Banfield, they've discussed it. There's more than two people in the house at the time. It's a minor.
That is the person. It is a minor shutting the door.
Yep, it's a minor shutting the door.
We're just gonna loop this again. Look at that beautiful girl. 5 babies, beautiful babies. Oh wait, hold on. There we go. I
That's enough. Like, if a parent can't recognize that profile for a split second, then I
I
call
know my
bullshit.
son's walk. In fact, I was at Target with my daughter yesterday, and my daughter and I got separated. She went one direction, I went another, and I had my back turned and I heard her walk. And I knew the steps because I know how my daughter walks, right? So you can't tell me that you don't know how this guy, you don't.
Also, for the record, when he walks out and goes to the right there, you're running into like a dead end area. Like, there's another
It's
fence
a
there.
fence.
There's a
So is he
fence. Like,
hopping the
not the
fence?
fun. Yeah.
Is he going around? I don't know. Fucker.
Because, yes, we found the house about 3 days after this was released. Actually, I can't say I was in on that night because LFT decided I wasn't going to listen to the dings and fell asleep. But Tia and Mal, all them found it.
Heather says, I still can't wrap my head around the fact that they have DNA match, but nothing in CODIS. It's crazy. It is crazy. And that's where LFT comes in. And I'm just going to keep playing this. Someone does have to know who this is. And Patty Morin, Rachel's mom, has done some interesting interviews on News Nation. And she has done local interviews, which I'll put in the description so you guys can check them out. We were done last week, and she's appealing to the mother of this
perpetrator
monster. I'll take it down now. But the idea is to, appeal to a family member who knows this guy, because there are family members somebody knows who he didn't just appear on the planet. I mean, why is he half dressed? Yes, Pepper. The rumor is that he did assault the minor at this apartment. That is the rumor. And I'm saying that because allegedly all the things, I don't want to get sued, but also that's the rumor. And I've been wanting to address that for a really long time.
Well, initially, right after this was all released, spokespeople in LA and for law enforcement in LA, they came out officially saying like it was not sexual in nature, yada yada yada. I mean, and that is their party line. As far as I have not seen them verbally say that a representative from the state of California in law enforcement. They've denied it, but a lot of people who have been interviewed, other experts, I guess either they have resources that have told them, but whatever, some people have said, oh, it definitely was sexual in nature. It was a minor. And so obviously if it is a minor, of course, they're going to be protective of that because we're not talking someone who is like 17. We're talking like a minor
child.
And but at the same time, then you're going like, okay, where the hell are the kids' parents? Because like I told you that one article I read right afterwards. I'm so confused. It's like the parents almost didn't, right? It was like conflict within the family of the victim of like, do we go forward? Like there was hesitation there. Like they don't.
Yeah.
I haven't been through that, so I can't speak to it. So I feel terrible. But it's part of me right now is screaming, just speak, take the power back and speak up. Like protect your child and protect other children now by speaking up because
please,
y'all are the ones with the footage. I don't even care how he got in the house. I'll give y'all that. You don't have to answer me that one right now. Answer me this part of him leaving. And what did you, we know when you called, and P.S. it wasn't even reported on the crime maps as an assault, by the way, if you were trying to find it.
It's not. That's the thing. It's not reported on the crime maps as a quote unquote assault. And so that's another complication that we have with LA. Oy, lots of complications.
But LA is more lenient when it comes to the DNA aspect of it and laws and regulations there in exploring other databases than Maryland is. So it makes me wonder, Are they waiting for LA to kind of kick that off because they could potentially push things forward faster than
No,
the
Delana.
state of Maryland?
They don't know. They claim they do not know who he is. They absolutely. So he wasn't prosecuted for the assault in California. No, Pepper, he was not.
Mm-mm.
Because they don't know who he is. All they know is the DNA matched from there and where Rachel. You know, that's the connection.
I mean, he's in CODIS now. There's just no name
Stop
next
it
to
right now. Shut your dirty mouth. Did you read this? First of all, I love Captain Lee. And I can't even believe you just did. I have goosebumps because I today was looking
Wait,
on
he's going to be
Cameo.
on the show? He's
I
going
was
to be.
I was just on Cameo looking at Below Deck. I swear on a stack. I cannot believe you just wrote this in the chat. That's so weird. I was just looking at Cameo. I cannot believe this, you guys. This is awesome. Kez. Ugh, what cool news is that? We know somebody who knows somebody. I love that show. Sorry, I'm so glad you told us. Yes, he assaulted someone, a stranger, and then no one knew who he was. That's correct. That's correct. He assaulted a child, supposedly, quote unquote, and sauntered out in his gray prison guard sweatpants, much like
He sauntered out in almost the outfit Tia has on right now.
Yeah.
And then walks to a corner of the yard that literally you're running into another fence, not to mention the slightly taller one. It's slightly taller than that chain fence that's out front. And another, like you are boom. Like it's like you have to, I feel like you have to like those, it's like the row houses and I would think, and like King of Queens. You know, and like how like they're so close, like you kind of like scoot side to side to walk down the like rest of your driveway because your neighbors are right there. That's kind of how close this side of that house is where he's coming out of to the property right next door.
I have
like where you would think that if you're trying to flee and actually get away, like is there a bike stuck against the fence that he was like jumping on the bike and then I don't know. I don't know if there's more to that video.
No, but here's the picture of the house. We will rock you. Sorry, that's my hold music.
What?
I got nothing. I don't know. I just started. There's the house. So he comes out of this door right here. Wait, no, you can't see that. He comes out of this door right here. There's a door here, and I'm going to show you this. And he comes down the stairs and he walks over this way. But there's a fence right here. Right here. Separating. I'm going to show you another picture. There's the door. Can you guys see that?
It's the 77th district, Aaron, and so I do think there is. I mean, I think I would stick out like a sore thumb going through there. And
this is the house right here, and he is coming out of this up front area and walking to the side, which this is another home, and it's fence. This is the fence right here. I don't know if can you guys see that? Okay. Trying to see if here's another shot of the house. That's the back apartment. This is the door he was coming out of. Here's another view of the house. Like I said, we found this house pretty early on. These are not the original screenshots. These are ones we resent.
I remember needing like a Dramamine by the time I like kept walking everywhere. And I was like, I think I'm lost in Compton. I don't even know where I am.
Let's see if I can.
Yes, Pepper, this is the LA one.
So yeah, yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat right there.
So
Trying to.
he essentially goes from okay, so
There's the
we're
fence right
assuming,
there.
yep. So we're assuming he makes entry. Comfortable enough to enter a home, do that, have whatever.
But let me
Have,
explain something about the home too. This back area is another apartment. This front area is an apartment. The front area he would have had to enter either from the front in here or the side area. Okay.
actual magical powers, Heather Brat.
What?
I could feel her eye roll right then after I said that. I can see her looking at her screen going, "You little crap, shut up."
Um. Oh, what case? We are discussing the Rachel Morin case, Avery. Hi, Linda.
Linda.
So good to see you.
When Heather Brat said how in the LA County did you know to find that? Sorry, I'm leaning back on the couch, so I can't really see. But whatever. She asked, "How do we find it so fast?" And I was like, "Actual magical."
How did we
powers.
find it so fast?
That's at actual magical powers.
We knew the area, and then to be fair, I don't want to take credit away from the person that actually found it.
Insert criminality here.
Yeah, I would kind of want to steer you in that direction because, I'd be a liar if I told you it was me. But we were all wandering around the streets of the 77th district before on Google Maps before we sent T to the hood because
Yep.
if you're gonna send somebody in, T's the one you should.
No, what did she say? She was like, maybe I'll go like right by, and you're like, no, no, no. And she goes, okay, to the person who's walking a trail, like you don't get like you no.
Was so
Really? She was like, really?
Maybe I'll just go, drive by there. And we're all like, I don't think so, Blondie. I think you're gonna stick out, like a sore thumb there. And she's like, really? To the girl who walks the trail by herself.
like
fair enough.
Yeah. And I was like, touche. I was like, she got you.
She told me.
I was like, but I do remember us though that next day when we were all talking, like we're all in our own maps. And I can be really honest and say I was the farthest away from the location. I was like blocks over. I was working my way down to that street. I hadn't even gotten there yet. And I was like, I'm on a corner.
She was working another corner.
And I was like, I think I found it. And everyone's like, no, you didn't. And I was like, okay, that's cool because I am lost and looking for an Uber. I was like, I don't even know where I am anymore.
You were so nervous. Oh, bless you. I'm not going to lie. I was nervous too. I haven't been back. I've been back to the trail in my car, but I have not been back to the trail or walking the trail since then.
It is a little eerie. Like you get it because you've done it there, and then that's like when we went, to Mebane.
And nobody knows the extra things that we found and turned into. That was fun. That was a lot.
Oh my God, y'all! I watched Tia try to do a whole CSI in her office, and it only made our office smell like that. And then she was like, I think this light will detect it. And I was like, I don't think we have the,
Listen, I found a lot.
The chemicals. I'm sure you're like, look, it's kind of purplish. And
I was ready to order DNA. I was ready to order blood kits. I was ordering all the things.
Mm-hmm.
I was on the sites ordering all the things. And then I had to be talked out of it. And then my office stunk the next day and I had to carpet clean and I had to throw things out. But I'll tell you what I have pictures of. I have pictures of a lot of stuff. And I know they're blue lights. That's what I used.
No. And she goes, and I'm just going to yell, ice. Just going to roll up and yell. What's funny is that I don't really get that, but it's like I get it enough to go, that's funny.
I'm going to yell. You don't get it?
I don't want to tell you what like how I interpreted that. Because
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, "You're so cute." You
Well,
thought
it's
that's what
not
that meant.
cubes, and it's not the guy, it's not the rapper. So we'll
Mm,
leave it at that.
okay,
You
all
moron.
right. Mm, what did it? It was like it's like the whole kimono dragon thing.
Yes, exactly. Yes. These are the reasons I carry all the time, even when my daughter and I go on the run. Yes,
Hmm.
absolutely. Absolutely. Um, what else? So if you came in late, I want to direct you guys to two
The
things.
wish
One,
list.
the wish list for Rachel Morin's kids. There's 3 of the 5 kids. The last 2 kids will be added. Um, if you want to do something nice for the holidays, if you want to do something nice, just to do something nice right now, feel free. Um,
Oh, okay. I knew that. I knew that.
Good. Okay, let me finish my thought because I'm not good at remembering what I'm thinking of tonight. So if you want to do that, do something nice for the kids and buy some gifts, this is great. If you want to do it for Christmas, great. If you want to do it now, January, whenever the year, we're going to be continuing this effort until we decide not to, and it could be never. So we have that, and number 2 is if you guys want something interesting to watch later on when you're hopping into bed and you have Hulu, watch Still Missing Morgan. Yes, I am very near the trail where Rachel was. Yes, I am. We've done several lives and videos and such from the trail. I've been to the actual spot. We have a lot of information on that.
But once she gets her GoPro hooked up to her helmet, she can drive down the street, park, and show it
mm,
to us all over
I'll
again.
just use my phone and my selfie stick. I can't be walking around with a helmet. I mean, I probably need a helmet half the time just for walking around. But yeah, I mean, we can maybe later in the week we'll take a little tour around the Bel Air area, and you guys can see the area and you can see the trail and things like that. We can go around and check that out. Do I think Erin was one that said she wanted to see like a square mile around the area, and we can totally do that. Um, we can totally do that. So we'll do some lives around there. We're gonna do a live probably on the way to North Carolina. I saw JLR do a live about where she was found, and I kind of didn't want to know more.
Hmm.
It's we have a couple lives up that I went to the trail with Johnny around at nighttime. And then I went to the walk that they did, the memorial walk that they did. I know, I saw it. I'm trying not to look at it right now to get off
this,
track.
is, this is why I can't play with y'all.
Um, but yeah, if you want to check those out, they're in the Rachel. They should be in our Rachel Morin playlist.
We
They're
can
on.
drive a golf cart around here.
Do I need bumper sticker of Tia and a
Oh my
helmet?
God, that's it. We're doing the golf cart when you come too, because we have that.
You
Well,
heard my golf cart stories. I don't think that you should put me. I should.
but I think it's. But we're going.
I
But
mean,
we're
you
going to do
heard
it
that I
just for
dumped my
Delaney.
own
But we're just.
grandmother and the golf clubs out,
But
right? Left her.
yeah. But I'll drive this time, and you can sit shotgun because I think it's funny
Oh,
that she said when
I
Delaney goes, or when she's driving a golf cart, and I was like, "Shut up! I'm taking you around on the golf cart when you get here."
need my helmet.
I need my helmet. I need my helmet to walk down the street.
Yeah, Heather, listen, your wrench may last a long time. Unless you really block someone that we adore and love, you're hard pressed to lose a wrench.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice she was wrenched.
Oh yeah, I wrenched her. I thought it was hilarious. She was like, "Are we giving him out?" Yeah, Aaron got a wrench. Heather Brack
It's
got
the
a
luck
wrench.
of the draw. It's really fun when y'all come into Decipher's. You never know. You could
You
lose with
just
a
never
wrench.
know. You
It's
just never know.
sporadic.
You might
Mallory, where you at, girl? Mallory's probably Let's guess what
Mallory's
Mallory's doing.
hiding.
Let's guess what Mallory's doing right
Mallory's
now. I
hiding.
wonder if she's
Yeah, I
listening.
do not need golf carts. There's no, y'all know that true story. I dumped my own grandmother. I was 16, just learning to drive. We went golfing and it was my grandfather, my grandmother, my cousin, and myself. And she told me she will attest to the story. And we were at the 18th hole, came down a hill, went a little too fast and turned. And Mallory's buying baseball cards online. Well, is she buying them online or in the store?
I don't. Is she on
Um,
are you saying she's on a date?
um,
She's trading
so
baseball
anyway,
cards for bubble gum.
I turned the wheel, you know, pretty hard, and my grandmother and the golf clubs went ass over tin cups on the 18th hole right in front of the country club. And my grandfather was yelling obscenities at me. So I took off in the golf cart with my cousin Debbie and went and hid in her cabin where my grandfather's brother, my great uncle, was staying and wanted to know why we were coming in and laughing and crying. And he thought it was hysterical. And then when my grandparents finally arrived, because, you know, they had to go get another golf cart, and it took them a little while to pick up the club.
They had to wait for like the ball machine to get all the golf balls out of the.
I left my grandmother. I was so scared. Oh, it's awful. It was so, I mean, my grandfather was trying to yell at me and he was laughing, and my grandmother was mad at me and she was mad at him because he was laughing. And it was bad. It was bad. But yes, that's the golf cart story, and I'm not allowed to drive them. Yes, it is the family joke. It is totally the family joke. I've never been allowed to drive a golf cart. There's a whole vacuum story I can get into at some point when I moved when my husband and I were moving in together. I can't even get into the vacuum story because without him, it's just not good. Like he has to be here when I tell that. He has to be here.
I'd almost forgotten about that one, and I actually can say I've heard it.
Yeah. Oh, I got stories for days. I'll tell you guys the vacuum story. So we were getting ready. It was February. Of course, you know, that's when you move out of, you know, places. You pick an ice storm in February to move because that's the smartest thing to do. But when my husband and I were getting married, and I had kept my apartment for longer than I should have, really. It's really kind of funny. But I was like, I'm going to use the safety net, right? And, oh, God, this is so embarrassing. I don't even know. So, mind you, we had a cleaning lady when I was growing up. Okay, let's just start there. So, our friend Dave, who was the best man at our wedding,
my best friend Dave,
my best friend Dave, was helping, and we were taking things to the dump before it was like the last items left, right? Yeah, well, just in case, you know what I mean? Like it didn't work out. I had to have that safety net. It was awful. Finally my husband, well, future husband at the time, was like, really? Do you think we need to keep that still? So when it took me a minute to get rid of it, but I did. I kept it like another 3 months, even after we talked about it. So we were going to the dump, and I had placed 2 vacuum cleaners on the deck to be thrown out. And my friend Dave came up, and he grabbed the 2 vacuum cleaners and he put them in the truck. And as he tells the story, when he comes back upstairs, there's 2 more. So he's like, huh, that's weird. But he takes them and he puts them in the truck. And he comes back. And there was 1 more. He was like, full stop. What the hell is going on with the vacuums? Why are we throwing out all these vacuums? These vacuums look nice. What's the problem? And I was like, they don't work. None of them work. He's like, you have 5 vacuums in a 2-bedroom apartment and none of them work. How is that possible? And I wish I could show you my face, but I'm a hot mess right now. And he said, "Didn't you change the bags?" And I was like, "What?" He said, "Didn't you change the bags?" And I said, "What bags?"
You're stupid. Keep going. I'm really proud of you right now, by the way.
"Dave, they don't work." And he was like, "They don't work." As he's going down the stairs because he's going to inspect them, right? "They don't work because they were full of dog hair because the bags had never been changed because I didn't know."
Tia spent a fortune for a couple of years on vacuums because she thought they ran for like a cycle or two, and then she's like, "This thing literally does not suck anymore. Like this thing does nothing. We got to get a new one." And then a couple $1,000s later, boyfriend fiance is going, "What the fart is wrong with you? And why am I buying my 6th vacuum? And we've been together 3 months. I think we have to have a talk." And Tia's going, "I don't even know. Ours are broken."
Now, cut to us building our house. I say to my husband standing in the garage with the builder, "I want to put in one of those automatic, the vacuums."
I hate those things.
Because that's what we had growing up. So I was like, "I want to put one of these in." My husband looks at me and goes, "If you think I'm spending more than $30 on a dustbuster for your ass," he's like, "you got to be kidding me." So to this day, I'm not allowed. You don't even know how many vacuums I've had. But I will tell you, I'm not in charge of them. I don't buy the bag ones anymore. They're all bagless.
I don't think they come with bags anymore, Tia. I'm pretty sure they're all like canisters now that we just dump. But if you find one with a bag, I will give you a lot of money. I bet you will pay a lot of money for it because it's going to be an antique. And if it comes in the thing that follows behind you as you push it, then you're really doing really well. If you've got the one that follows, like the whole thing, with the actual machine part rolls behind us.
I have a really nice vacuum and I empty the canister every single time I use it. I rinse it out. Yes, central vac. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And my husband was like, you're not getting $3,000 vacuum.
No. That's what we had at our house in DC. We had the central vac, but it stunk. Like it needed it. Oh, yeah, like we could essentially like hook in an attachment on the 4th floor or the basement. Like you just go to the little thing in the corner and like hook in the
that's what we had growing up. So I had a golden retriever. So my golden retriever shed like a mother trucker. And so I vacuumed a lot. I had like carpet and I lived on 20 acres and I vacuumed a lot. So when they'd stop working, I would just head my merry ass right out to Target and get myself a new vacuum because I thought that's what people did. I didn't know there was a bag in there.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend Dave, the moral of the story is my friend Dave at the dump says we just threw out 5 perfectly good vacuum cleaners.
They were all good. Anyone could have gone and gotten them and just replaced the bag. And basically, a husband could have been like, "Look what I just got you. It's essentially brand new." Like, and a wife would be like, "Oh my God, this one's amazing. Like, this is so great. I can't believe you found this." He's like, "It's essentially free because there's an idiot up the street who doesn't know."
Right.
You get it's like you do know that you can wash clothes and rewear them, right?
Well, I do. Yes, I do. And I know. Look, listen, Linda.
Listen, you're making it sound like I would take you to like a laundromat and you would tap on the washing machine and ask, "Where are all the fish?" Like this is how it sounds right now. Like it'd be like the front load, and I'd be like, "Bring it to you. This is called a laundromat." And then you tap on it and you go, "Where are all the fish?" And I'd be like, "We gotta go buy some more."
Don't worry, honey. I'll buy you fresh bags. Yeah, no. Literally, my husband's like, "If you break the vacuum." One time, God bless, my father-in-law came down, right? And he was vacuuming and the vacuum broke. And I was like, thank God it happened to him and not me because I wasn't using the vacuum. But I'll tell you, I got shit for it.
You're gonna get shit for it for a long time.
Oh, I listen. The vacuum cleaner story is legendary. Everyone who knows me knows the vacuum. They know the golf cart. It's not my brighter moments in life. They are not. But now I have wood floors and very little carpet. So we use the steam mop most of
She
the
can
time.
mop them like a SOB though, because
Mhm.
anytime I'm
Love
like
it.
I can, but I'm the one like I'll use the little Swiffer like wet, not even the wet jet where we like and hit the button but I'll break. I like bear down so hard I've broken more Swiffer handles
I
like
hate
the.
Swiffers. They piss me off.
Well, then I suggest you load up whatever you have
I
in
got
the
the
back of
steam
your
mop.
cart.
I love that thing. That thing's
Yeah,
awesome.
come run that down this hallway here. Really help me out, or in the bathroom.
Sure.
Mm.
I don't even know that vacuum cleaners have bags. They want me to clean. I took a shortcut and cleaned the litter bugs with my parents' vacuum. See? Aaron, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that when they stopped working, I didn't have anybody I didn't ask, okay? I didn't ask anybody because I just didn't. And I was like, when they stopped working, seems like you just go buy yourself a new one. I couldn't believe that they didn't. I mean, I thought they just made shitty vacuum cleaners. And like my grandmother had her vacuum cleaner for like 800 years. So I couldn't figure out she had my entire life. And I went through 5 in a 5-year period.
Mm.
Embarrassing moments brought to you by
Oh
Tia
my god.
Dash.
Oh my, anytime someone says anything about litter boxes or anything, I always think of Little Rascals when he put
Why? I don't know.
because he put when they're like spying
Mhm.
on the little date in the clubhouse and they're eating the sandwich and it's kind of crunchy and then the little cute little boy goes
Ugh,
he goes, oh, like you put sand in their sandwiches, that's amazing. And he goes, that ain't sand, that's kitty litter. He goes, that ain't
ew.
sand, that's kitty litter. So anytime someone says anything about a cat or like kitty litter box, I'm like, that ain't sand, that's kitty litter. With the little list that he had.
The grandma that I
And
threw, yes, her vacuum was old. It was very old, and we had a central vac. It's called Kirby. Yes. Yes. Well, my dogs, I named them, I mean, they're not their real names, but I named them Hoover and Eureka because I figure when you drop something on the floor, Hoover
oh
and
my
Eureka.
god, that's hilarious. Ours were Fred and Sanford. I love it. We go for like Sanford and Son, and you went to like
Yeah, Hoover and Eureka.
Dyson and Bissell. It's like this is Fred and this is Sanford. I don't know if y'all know that show, but
Mhm,
that's the difference. That's LFT, and then that's Tia. Does this
mhm.
help clarify anything? Is there any confusion?
Thanks, Erin, for being here tonight. I really appreciate it. We're gonna close it down. We
Yeah.
really appreciate you guys hanging with us tonight and starting, welcoming us back to live streaming. It ain't been easy. But tonight you guys made it a pleasure. And I'm really grateful to every single one of you who tuned in, even if it was for a second. I appreciate it very, very much. And we'll keep you posted on all the things Morin, Murdoch, driving down to
Vacuums, golf carts.
vacuums and golf carts.
The cat.
All things just okay, so maybe I have to add an emoji vacuum to our emojis.
I remember I got made fun of one time because I looked at a friend of mine, and I think this is where
Aw.
like my like OCD and our age difference came out because I was in our house and I was doing something, and I dropped something and I reached under the table to get it, and I like popped my head up and I was like, "Dear Lord, does your vacuum not come with attachments?" And I looked like the entire room felt like we started like because I looked like could I sound like an older just like could I be like more Marie of like Everybody Loves Raymond, like the whole thing. It's my reaction. I was like, oh my God, does your vacuum not come with attachments? Like, what the hell? What is
Oh,
going
Erin,
on?
thank you. We're really glad that we've gotten a second chance. We really appreciate that. Pepper, I missed you guys going live. Man, I needed the last. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you guys, you help us so much. Um, and true crime's not funny. True crime's not funny. It's really not, and it's not fun. But if we can lighten the mood for a little bit and have a couple of laughs at, my expense, hell, it's great. Because it's tough on these YouTube streets in the true crime area. It really is.
Or
But
you
we
just
couldn't do it without you guys, and we're really grateful that you guys tuned in tonight. Go
hold on.
watch.
I'm putting in the homework assignment.
Oh, I was gonna
Wilby's
say,
not
yeah,
here to
go
hear
watch the Hulu
homework.
thing. And I will do some lives this week, skirting around and showing you guys the things for Morin. And don't forget the list. Here's the list. If you guys want to
And
share it.
we will do a community post to Pamper Posse. That was good.
Oh
Oh,
God, that was funny. Yes, please, if you don't mind, hit the thumbs up on your way out. I'd really, really, really appreciate it, especially since we haven't gone live. We are out of the algorithm, and it is what it is. We own it. It's okay.
we live on the edge in a golf
It's
cart
okay.
with
We like
one vacuum.
one vacuum at a time. One vacuum at a time. Pepper, right?
Pepper's like, I can't even throw these broken ones out. I'm gonna look silly.
Mhm.
He's out at this point. Like that's
True story, Pepper. I swear to God. You guys have a great week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support of all things with the Morin Kids and Decipher podcast. Be kind to each other. Go to your favorite creator, whoever that may be. Hit the thumbs up on a bunch
you
of
can
their
take Heather's
videos.
wrench now. You can take Heather's wrench now. You can take Heather's wrench. She's opting out of homework.
Nope.
Do I even have the power to say that? I don't even get a vote. What's my wrench?
Go to your favorite creator, hit the thumbs up on a bunch of their videos, leave a nice comment, support our friends in the true crime community, Aussie True Crime, Malicious Intent, Criminality, all the fun people that you guys know, True Crime Crazy, Lost Souls. We can't wait for her to come back. We want to support that channel too. So just go around and hit a bunch of thumbs up. And have a great week, you guys. Thanks again. And y'all take care.
I'm going to take her wrench for look what she just said to me.
No neck wrench.
I'm gonna no neck.
All right, you guys. Take care. Have a good night. Bye.
Okay, bye.